Hey everybody, what up? Happy Friday. How y'all doing? I am so glad we at the end of the week. Another chaotic week, but today ended so well. I can't wait to tell y'all what the hell just happened to me. I got a lot of good stuff happening to me. But other than that, the health issues, I'm trying to tame it. Yes, I went to the hospital again for the second time. But we're calming everything down. Everything is looking good so far. I went to the doctors. I went to the doctors on Wednesday. Everything was looking fine. The test results came out fine. The blood test came out normal with with you call it not the thyroid situation, but my nerves. So, y'all don't know this, but I have nerve damage pretty bad. And then from all the seizures I was having, it was kind of messing with my nerves as well. And there's other things going on, but I want to get into that. But I want to get into this conversation I was having earlier in the other video. So this video I uploaded, I wanted to get your attention on two reasons because like I said, I wanted to get into the conversation of spiritual talk. Everybody is welcome. I am not, discriminating anybody. Y'all are more than welcome to have this conversation. And then the second question I was asking was about the intro. Y'all seen the couple of intros that I made. I wanted to know if y'all like that or y'all just want me to go straight into the video. I'm going to keep asking y'all that until y'all answer in the comments. Okay? So without further ado, let's get into this conversation, boo. And why? Okay, I had to put a shirt on. Yes. Look, your girl like to be full Monty in the house, especially since I live alone. And I was sitting here watching, The Real Kaya on YouTube. Shout out to this girl. I don't know how many times I gotta mention these girls' names so that way they could acknowledge me, but I'm watching y'all videos a lot. And I've been like a huge fan of their videos for, I say, about 3 years now. The Black Cauldron, I've been watching her for 2 years now. I started watching her in the spring of 2024. And everybody was always talking about how this woman tells the best stories. And since she's spiritual, she lives in Las Vegas, she has a beautiful family. I wanted to get into her videos because, like I said, I felt very much alone here in New York City, being a spiritual girly, and I don't have nobody to connect with on this. It's hard to find spiritual peoples to connect with without them looking at you with judgment eyes. And then there's a lot of people who don't understand that field. So people's looking at you like, okay, what am I supposed to do about it? How are we supposed to have a conversation? What are we supposed to talk about? And it's crazy because it's not that hard. You act like this is like rocket science. Like it's super hard to talk to somebody who's spiritual because what can you say? Talk like you're normal. It's not that hard. It's not difficult to talk about stuff. If you're into the spiritual world, then fine. You're spiritual and not religious, that's fine. If you're religious, even better. But as long as we could talk about it openly without judging people's, everybody was fine. Everything is fine. Everybody will be fine. I believe you will still live. Nothing stopping you from breathing. So without further ado, let's get into this conversation. I said that I read people's energy because this was told to me. This was given to me. I did not choose to have certain gifts. I did not choose to do this. Like I didn't choose to listen to messages. I hear messages all the time and I have to deliver. And this is the best part of my job is to come to people's and deliver because what else there is to do? And then two, when you talk to God and God has favor over your life, what you think he's going to do for you? Let's be serious. Okay, everybody needs to come to the conclusion that there are things like this happening in this world. There are people like this in this world. If you deny your gifts, then that's showing God that you don't appreciate what he's giving you. If you don't believe it, then that's on you. You could be a skeptic. That's even better for us. We thrive off the skeptics. We're never upset about the skeptics because what is there to be upset about? It's okay if you don't believe in stuff like that. It's okay if you get scared because half the stuff is probably accurate. And sometimes Even though it sounds like we're reading you, we're really not. We're reading people that's in your life. We do hear messages for other people's in your life, like we do feel energies. I don't necessarily have to feel your energy, but if there's somebody in your life that's going through something, whether it's good or bad, and we could feel it through you because you're deeply connected to that person, especially when it comes to family. Now, I have done this with plenty of couples. I have done this with my next door neighbor and her husband. I read them so many times since 2019. I first started hanging out with them in the winter of 2019 because she and I met at the mailbox. Like I say, I was checking my mailbox. Every time I go and check my mailbox, she happens to be there. So we just started having conversations. She was so easy to talk to and connect with because she's such a clean soul. She has this pure, clean soul. Her energy was so bright. It was so amazing. She smiled a lot. So this is how we became friends. Over time, we started hanging out. We started talking. She invited me over to her house all the time. So this is how we hang out and connect with each other. And then when she told me she was spiritual, I knew I found my soul sister. So I was like, fine, let's keep connected. And then more people started coming my way. For some reason, we don't know each other. A lot of people that came to me don't know me from a hole in the wall, but somehow connected with me. A lot of people came to me introducing themselves, say, hey, you're my neighbor. I see you a lot. Let's talk. Let's get to know each other. They tell me their names. They tell me if they got, whether or not they got kids, marriage, all this stuff. But then half of these elderly people be reading me. So I'm like, okay, we're definitely connecting. So this is what I'm talking about when I say it's hard to find spiritual girlies, but you would have to want to connect with somebody to become friends and to become the spiritual family, because not everybody is comfortable with that. Like I said, not everybody is in tune with their gifts. They're not comfortable with it. They don't know what to do. They're not sure if it's safe. And I'm here to let y'all know it's very much safe. So this is just a disclaimer for everybody out here who's new to the spiritual world or who's not sure about it. And then you got some skeptics out here. I really don't need to hear your negativity when it comes to you being a non-believer, a skeptic. Just keep it to yourself. Nobody is begging you or put a gun to your head saying you got to tell us anything. Just keep it to yourself. So, with that being said, let's get into this. Like I said for the third time, I'm sorry. I just be on a tangent. But let's get into this, the reading that I was doing. So like I said, somebody's close to me. I'm not going to mention who the person is. I just know there's one guy that's close to me. He found out he was sick with diabetes. And he's not sure how to take it how to take it at all, because this is something he didn't think it would ever happen to him. So that was one thing I learned about his energy. I felt the energy, say, about last year, but I wasn't sure if this was like real, because I'm like, okay, it's kind of hard to say whether or not it's real. I should know by now, because I seen how he grew up and I seen how he treats his body and all the activities he's been doing. So I kind of figured that something a little more dangerous was going to happen to him. I was like, the last thing I saw was violence in his future, but I did see health issues. So things like that. And here's another disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I am not trying to be a doctor. I am not diagnosing nobody. This is what I'm seeing in his energy. I'm telling you this out loud. This is for educational purposes, YouTube. I say I read energies. I am not diagnosing. I'm reading energies. So if you cannot understand that, then kindly click off. Okay? But anyway, I saw a few energies in my path. This path is full of peoples that is very much important and is going through a lot of health battles. And one thing I like to say is, please reach out to your doctor as soon as possible, even if you have an inkling on what's going on with you. It doesn't matter if it's small or if it's big. It doesn't matter if it's too small. Ain't nothing's really small when it comes to your health. But I did see somebody collapsing on the floor, pretty much. And nobody found that person until hours later, until they came home. I seen somebody who does have a key to somebody's house that don't live there, but when they came to check up on that person, they found the person damn near dead. Then I saw another person, which is a woman. So 2 out of the 3 people I just read was women, and one was a man. So the 2 women have very bad health issues. One of them live alone. The other one lives with a family. And it wasn't until, say, about, I say, oh, you know what? Okay, a name is coming to me, Carrie. I don't know who it is, but a woman named Carrie. So if you're a woman named Carrie, I'm just letting you know, can you please look out for your neighbor? Somebody's going through health issues and it's worse than what you're going through. Check up on her, knock on the door. That's why I say it's always good to be close to people. Like, get close to people and create a friendship or some type of relationship with that person, because you may never know if you need them. I say about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this person went through a health crisis and she couldn't really say much to anybody. Meaning, she couldn't go to nobody for help if she wanted to, because there's nobody around. Everybody's at work, so she's stuck alone in her house. Then I saw somebody who fell down the stairs, and she is like, of course she like has like bumps and bruises on her hip, but she's gonna be okay. I saw somebody who went through a flood in their house. Not sure who it is. All I saw was a flood and it touched the closet. Um, yeah, pipes issue. This has nothing to do with the rain outside, because on the day this is happening, it was raining, but it has nothing to do with the rain. More like the pipes. I saw somebody go into a bookstore. Somebody was looking for a book. Somebody was being checked out. This person don't know she's being checked out. This bookstore was really nice. It was dimly lit. I saw somebody with a cane. I don't know who that is. Then I saw a clerk working at the register. Very nice. Love wearing cute vintage clothes. Wear glasses. So if you know anybody that's like that, please let me know in the comments. Like I say, everybody is more than welcome to comment below. Please let me know if I'm spot on with the reading, whoever I'm reading. I'm not saying this is specifically for somebody. I am saying this is the reading I'm getting. If this is you or somebody you know, let me know and give me updates. I saw another guy. I don't know who this is. Somebody's coming towards me. This is I don't know. I saw a guy coming towards me. I don't know if he knows where I live at, but I did see him knock on my door. I asked how he found where I live. I don't know, but I did see somebody else come towards me at knocking on my door. But yeah, that's neither here or there. But I see another woman. Locks. She has locks in her hair. Beautiful. Wear a lot of jewelry. I saw somebody who smokes, you smoke garden. Let's put it like that. You're very peaceful, but you don't know that you have a gift. That's the thing. You feel it and you feel like you know something, but you're not really acknowledging it. So I'm going to need you to acknowledge your gifts. You do have a gift. Every time you smoke your garden, a message come to you. Like, your gifts is more heightened when you're high on life, if you know what I mean. I saw somebody sitting in their sunroom. It looks like you got a lot of plants and you're sitting on a couch or something like that, and you with somebody, you're talking, you're giving them messages. Let me know if I'm on that too, spot on with that, because I see somebody and you're black and the person is light skinned that you're talking to. I don't know who it is, but I know it's a woman for sure. But yeah, So those are the things I was feeling. I felt the energy of someone being sick. Like I say, it was a lot of health issue messages that came my way, and I wanted to send out to y'all. So let me know if I'm right. If you like it, hit me up in the comments below. Let's get this cracking.